is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where Fire Sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. Whoa, man. Deebo Samuels going to the Commanders? Oh, this is going to be good. The NFL just keeps getting great. I mean, Saquon Barkley is now the highest paid running back, and Deebo Samuels, Washington trades ends up getting Deebo. They received Deebo, but the 49ers fell short once again. They keep downgrading themselves. They took a fifth round pick. But now they have to look forward to is George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and the rest of their receiver core. But man, let's get back onto it. Let's talk about Deebo. You know, throughout his time last season, his last season with the San Fran, he played a total of 15 games, 51 receptions, 670 yards, 3 touchdowns, 42 rushes for 136 yards and 1 touchdown. And people fail to realize like Deebo, I know Debo's his play style. He's a multifaceted player. Jet sweeps and short routes. That's what he's known for. That's the way they had him playing in San Fran. But now you're on a new team. You're on a new team where things change. You're playing under a new organization, new team, new system, new offensive scheme. But before I go more in depth about Deebo Samuels, I got a clip I want to play for y'all. Here it is.
Jordan Mason.
Here's Samuel, broke one tackle and lowers his
Back. They don't have to be high draft picks, but they do have to have certain skills.
Here's Deebo right side to midfield. Deebo, jet sweep. He is in for the touchdown.
In week one, this defense was getting fatigued in that first half.
Pressure on Purdy. Samuel makes the catch, gets a block from Juszczyk, and has a first down.
And see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Deebo Samuels, those running them short routes, it gives him, once he catches the ball, he gets that burst of speed. Now, the only downside to that is when it comes to his short routes, he's going to have to be able to maintain his balance. And we've seen at his time in San Fran, he does have a tendency of, when you get those little short passes off, he runs those short routes, he tends to, just like any receiver would do, you're so focused on running that you fail to realize like gotta gain your balance first, then go downhill with a burst of speed. It's just like with a receiver trying to catch the ball, but he thinks of running with the ball first before he even thinks about catching the football. And so when you look at it, look at the roster for the Commanders. Other than Deebo Samuels being a new addition to the team, Jayden Daniels, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he had a great rookie year, being one game away from going to the Super Bowl. That's impressive, and also what he has done throughout his career, his first season in the NFL. Austin Eckler, who they got from the Chargers, Jamison Crowder, Terry McLaurin, Zach Ertz, their best tight end, and Luke McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey's brother, who really is runs that he's a slot receiver, gets those short routes. So what you have to realize is now you're not dealing with just Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin and Austin Eckler. No, you got Deebo to deal with. Yeah, you got Deebo. So it's like Terry McLaurin and Deebo are like the 1-2 punch, the two receivers that you least expect. Oh, I got Terry McLaurin. Nah, you Zach Ertz, their best tight end. Oh, it's about to get real out here. Commanders are not playing around, and the good thing about Deebo is not only is he his talent and his ability, he also has Super Bowl experience. He's been to the championship. He hasn't won yet, but he's been there. And plus, you have Bobby Wagner, who actually won a Super Bowl. That's the only difference between Deebo and Bobby Wagner. They both had the experience of being in a Super Bowl, but Bobby Wagner won a Super Bowl. So regardless of that, those two together could share their experiences and help this team work even better under pressure. They can take it to a whole nother level. And as we know for the Commanders and their offensive stats, 86% on fourth down efficiency, 45% in third down efficiency. They have 29 passing touchdowns. They've they've had more passing touchdowns than rushing touchdowns last year. And the last thing I want to cover before I end the show is the offensive scheme. The offensive scheme of the Commanders. Now, number one, we have the pre-snap motion. Number two, play action. Who isn't familiar with play action? Those screen passes, that's right up Deebo's alley. That can work. And RPOs, which is right up Jayden Daniels' alley. That's it. That's in his arsenal. So you really got to worry about this Commanders team because they're really on the rise. And I know people saying, Chosen League. I may not be sold on Deebo. We seen what he's done with San Fran. Can he win big games? That's the big question. Well, question for discussion. Will we see a different Deebo Samuels after being traded to Washington? In my opinion, yes. But I want you guys to let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And credit credit to the Commanders. I wish Deebo the best. I want him to succeed right there and with the Commanders. And he's gonna ball out. He's gonna have a good year. Anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.